System possible that make it feeling. At first, I didn't realize how much my word, word, my word, my words affected him. Much later, I saw him sitting alone in his room and looking really sad. Um, that's when I started to feel guilty about what I had done. I knew I passed over others and make him feel bad for no reason. I feel terrible about this because he's my little brother and I'm supposed to support him in not making him sense. I apologize to him right away and try to get up by spending time with him and saying nice things. Luckily, he forgave me, but I could tell he was still bit hurt from his appearance. I want to be more careful with my words, especially with people I care about. As, as a reminder to stay calm and think before reacting in situations like this. Talk about a time that I do something guilty to a person in my family. Um, this happened about 2 years ago. Mhm. Um, I would like to talk about a time. I would like to talk about a time when I felt when I felt guilty, guilty for setting when I felt guilty when I felt when I felt guilty um when I felt guilty to a person in my family. This is I would like I would like to tell you about a time when I do something guilty to my to my young to my younger to my to my younger cousin. Mm, this happened. This happened. Happened. This happened. This happened about. This happened about 2 years. 2 years. Two 2 years. 2 years ago. 2 years. 2 years ago. When we had an argument when we had an argument about a video game. My cousin and I were my cousin and I were playing, and I got really competitive. I I ended up I ended up blaming him for I ended up blaming him for losing the game, even though this wasn't really his fault. I said some harsh word that hurt his feelings. At first, I didn't realize how much my words affected him, but later I saw him sitting alone in his room, and and he looked and he his room and looking really sad. That's that's when I started to feel guilty about what I had done. I knew I had overreacted and made him feel bad for no reason. I felt terrible about it because he is my little cousin, and supposed to I'm supposed to support sport sport support to support him, not make him upset. Yeah, I apologize him to Broadway and try to make it up by spending time with him personally. I think luckily he forgave me, but I could tell his was still a bit hard. From the spirit, from the experience, I learned to be more careful with my words, especially with people I care about. And it's a reminder to stay calm and think before reacting in a situation like this. Yeah, that's what I want to share with you today. It's the last year of primary school. Um, I would like to talk about when I feel guilty for upsetting. Okay, I would like to talk about a time when I did something good guilty to a person in my family. Um, this is this is my this is my big brother. This is my big brother, big sister, big, my big brother. This happened uh, about 10 years ago when we had an argument about a video game. My big brother and I were playing, and I got really competitive. I ended up I ended up blaming him for losing the game, even though this wasn't really his fault. Mm, but mm, even though even though it wasn't really his fault, but I said some un I had some un say some mean things, even though it wasn't his fault. Wasn't really his fault. At first, I didn't realize how my word affected affected him affected him. But later, I noticed it. And but later, I noticed it. He's not. But later, I noticed it. Noticed it. He was sitting alone in his room and really obsessed, looking real, really obsessed. That's when I started to feel guilty because my big brother is unforgiving word. Some memes were older brother, but later I noticed they were sitting alone in his room, looking really obsessed. That's when I started to feel beauty. Beauty, beauty, feel giddy, feel giddy. Okay, I would like to talk about a time when I feel beauty to a person. I would like to talk about a time when I feel beauty. When I feel when I do some when I do something beauty to a person in my family. In my family. Um, this a this happened. This happened with this happened with my older brother. Older brother. Um, back in back in the day, back in the day when I were back in the day when I were 13, but back in the day, back in the day, back in the days, when I were back in the day when I was high school, um, me, I and my older brother, we were on the me and my me and my older brother. We played games. Me and my older brother brother were playing the game, and we were on we were on a team, and we were on the same team, uh, and we were on the same team. But we lost the game, and I got really and I got really frustrated. Frustrated, and I got really frustrated. I ended up blaming him and saying some blaming. I ended I ended up blaming him and saying some mean word 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 saying some mean words, even though this wasn't anti entirely his fault. This was this wasn't for my English name is Dyen, Dyen. Entirely his fault. This wasn't entirely his fault. At first, I didn't realize realize I didn't realize um I didn't realize how my words affected him. But later I noticed it. He was sitting alone in his room and looking really obsessed. That's when I started to feel guilty, and I knew I had overreacted, and I knew I had overreacted, overreacted, and this wasn't fair to, and it wasn't fair to take out my frustration on him. I feel I feel terrible because he older brother my my older brother, mm, and at his younger sister. I think I should have been polite to him and and should and shouldn't have and shouldn't have been and shouldn't have been words like this and shouldn't have been word and and shouldn't and shouldn't said and shouldn't said and shouldn't said and shouldn't say such mean such mean things even when I was uh, angry. So sad. I really thank you for it. She was, she was, she was. I should, I should have been, I should, I should have been polite to him, and I should have been polite to him, and shouldn't have said such mean words, mean word, mean words, what word, what word, word, mean word, mean word, mean word, mean words, mean word, mean word, mean word, mean words, mean words, mean words, mean words. I should have been, I should have been, okay, nó lại là cuối nào. Okay, I would like topic more, feeling guilty. Okay, let's say I would like to talk about a time when I do something guilty to a person in my family. This happened. This happened. Which my this happened this happened with my while feeling guilty. Okay, I would like to talk about a time when I feel guilty, when I do something guilty to, when I do something guilty to a person in my family. This hap, this happened, this happened, this happened this happened, this happened, this happened to, to my older brother. Back in the day when I was high school, back in the day when I was high school, um, I and my other brother were playing the game, and we were on the same team. But we lost the game, and I got really frus- frustrated. But I got really But I got really frustrated, and I ended up blaming him and saying some mean things, even though it wasn't uh entirely his fault. At first, I didn't realize how my words affected him, but later, I I nodded, I nodded, I nodded. He was sitting alone in his room, and looking really upset. Yeah, that's when I started to feel guilty, and yeah, gradually I knew I had overreacted, and it wasn't, and it's, and and it and it was wasn't, and it wasn't, and it was, and it wasn't fair to take out my frustration on him. I feel, yeah, actually, to be honest, I feel terrible because he's my older brother, and and I shouldn't, and yeah, because he is my older brother. Yeah, I, actually, I feel terrible, um, because because of his young because of at his younger sister. I should have been polite to him and should not have said such mean things even when I was angry. I'm I'm imme I'm immediately apologize to him. I'm immediately I'm immediately apologize to him and try to apologize to him. I immediately apologized to him, and luckily he forgave me. But I could see he was still a bit sad. I apologized to him and apologize apologize to him and says some kind things to him. So and cheer him up and try to cheer him up. Yeah, luckily he forgive me, but I could see he was still a bit sad. Yeah, this experience touched me an important lesson about controlling my emotion and and being more understanding, especially with my family. Yeah. As it's reminded me that words can hurt, and I need to think carefully before I speak, no matter the situation. That's what I want to say with you today. No matter the situation. Yeah, I would like topic more feeling guilty. Okay. Okay, let's see. I would like to talk about a time when I do something guilty to a person in my family. Yeah, this happened to my older brother. Happened. Okay, this happened to my older brother. Yeah, back in the day when I was high school. Um, I and my I and my older brother were playing the games and we were on the same team. But we but later but later we lost the game and I got really frustrated. I yeah, then I ended up blaming him and saying some mean things, even though it wasn't entirely his fault. His fault. His fault. At first I didn't realize how my words affected him, but later I noticed he was sitting alone in his room and looking really upset. That's when I started to feel guilty and naturally I knew I had overreacted and this wasn't there to take out my frustration on him. I feel terrible because he is my older brother and and yeah and at his younger sister. I should have been polite to him and shouldn't shouldn't have said such mean words to him even when I was angry. Yeah, but then I but then immediately apologized to him and tried to treat him off. Yeah, luckily he forgave me, but I could see he was still a bit sad and disappointed to me. Yeah, this experience taught me an important lesson about controlling my emotion and being more understanding, especially with my family. It reminded me that words can words can hurt, and I needed to think carefully before I speak, no matter the situation. Yeah, that's what I want to share with you today.